Hey guys, so let's talk about this body bronzer, okay? It's like makeup for your body. It's kind of amazing. It is very different from the self-tanning lotion. The self-tanning lotion you apply, it takes a couple hours to really start to accelerate, and then, you know, maybe 12 hours later, 24 hours later is when it's its darkest. And that will last you 7 to 10 days depending on, you know, how you treat your skin. If you use a loofah, if you rub dry out of the shower, stuff like that. And I have also noticed that with the self-tanning lotion, I can still see, well, you can't see it now because I have makeup on, but I can still see like the redness, you know, you can see here I have redness like everywhere, like my skin is a giant red tint. So even through the self-tanning lotion, you can still sometimes see the redness that I have in my cheeks, or that I have on the backs of my arms. With the body bronzer, that gets covered up a little bit better, but this is basically a tinted moisturizer for your skin. And it will wash off in the shower. So if you wanted to be tan for 7 days like you are with the self-tanning lotion, you would have to apply this every day. This also has a shimmer to it, so you definitely want to be careful when you're putting it on your face. I have had people say that they use just the blending bud and go pat over their face to get the shimmer off their face because they don't really want to look glittery on their face, which makes sense. So this stuff is really good at covering up. I have like the chicken skin back here, the little red bumpies. This stuff will cover that up and smooth it out. I have seen a picture of what it can do to hide spider veins, if you have spider veins. Similarly, I think I've seen pictures of it covering up stretch marks like really well. So this has 3 colors. It comes in the same 3 colors as our like powder bronzer that you put on your face. Sunset is the lightest one, which quite honestly is probably the one I should have gotten. But I got Hermosa, which is the middle one, and then there's Malibu, which is the darkest one. So I actually use Hermosa bronzer on my face. So I got the Hermosa in the body bronzer. But the problem with that is, for example, last night I had a wedding and I wanted to just put this on my legs because my legs are like even paler than my arms are naturally, and I was wearing a dress and it looked kind of weird. So I wanted to put it on just my legs, but that looked also weird because then they were like noticeably tan as opposed to just being like touched of golden with like being smooth. Like this is really good at smoothing things. So whatever, live and learn. Next time I'll get Sunset, but you'll be able to at least see how it can smooth and what Hermosa looks like, so you can decide if you should go Hermosa, darker, or lighter. So without further ado, let me show you how it's done. So as I mentioned, this is just a moisturizer, so it's like putting on lotion. So here, let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna take my rings off. So the instructions say to apply generously. I disagree because I did that the first time and it was not delightful. So I would start light. You can always build up. So it's really just like a moisturizer. You just rub it in. The other thing that I like about this over the self-tanning lotion is that you can actually see like what it's going to look like as a finished product and where you've already applied. The self-tanning lotion goes on. It has a little bit of color, but you can't always tell what it's going to look like as you're applying. I mean, that's really it, you guys. It's a lotion. That's about all you have to do. Let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, it's pretty good stuff, right? So that will stick on your legs until you wash them. I did notice, like, you have to, like, let it soak in all the way before it's, like, not gonna get smudged off. So like right away I had like ran into something and it made a little mark and I just sort of put a little bit more on. But after a couple of hours after it had dried and set in, I like used my toenail on my other foot to scratch an itch on it and it didn't come off. So you have to give it some time to soak in, but then it will be pretty set until you take a shower. So the other thing you can do is, or the other thing I did anyway that I think actually worked out really well, was after like an hour or two, I just took regular lotion and I reapply it over my legs. I may not have to this time because I'm not seeing any like streaks or anything. Well, look at that. Second time's a charm. But if you have some streaking or anything, I would recommend letting it sort of sink in for just a little bit and then just going over with regular lotion and mixing it in. It's going to come off bronze on your hands again, so definitely wash them. But it will really even out and smooth out everything that you have applied and make it look really, really good. Okay? So let me know if you have any questions. If you're pale like me, I definitely recommend Sunset. Don't do Hermosa. Unless you want to be this tan, which is fine, but just know that you have to apply it over your whole body. Whereas if I had Sunset, I would have been able to put it on my legs and it would have looked more natural and it would have looked like it matched the rest of my skin. And it just would have looked a lot smoother. And there is, I don't know if you can see, sort of a shimmer. Yeah, there's a good shimmer angle. So it does have little flecks of shimmer in it, which helps give it like that golden tan, which I think is why the Sunset would have worked really well, because it still has like the golden shimmer to it. That would have made it look a little bit darker. So that is the body bronzer. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope this helps, and I hope this helps you differentiate which type of tanning product you would need for yourself. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Bye.